Okay, so sometimes it's going to ask you to solve using a model. Is this the fastest way to solve it? No, definitely not. But it can help people who don't understand it using the traditional algorithm, and sometimes you just have to because that's what it wants you to do. So that's what we're going to do right now. It is asking us to solve 25 hundredths and 87 hundredths added together using models. When we're talking about decimal models, it's going to be this type of model where it's one big square and it's cut up into 100 smaller squares. So in this case, the one big square represents 1. In other words, a 1 in the ones place. So if it wanted us to add something to 1, we would shade in the whole 1. But right now it's asking us 25 hundredths plus 87 hundredths. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color in my 25 hundredths yellow. So let's write this in yellow right here. That came out so huge. There we go. Okay, so 25 hundredths. So what this is a 2 in the 10th place. Let's start there. If we were to take our one whole square and we were to cut it up into just 10 equal parts, that would be 10 of these long columns. Check it out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns. So it wants us to add 2 tenths. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to color in 2 of these big long columns. There's 1 and there's 2. That was my phone, by the way. I don't know what that's going to sound like on the video. All right, so we've taken care of the 2 in the tenths place. Now we're going to look at the 5 in the hundredths place. If we were to take our one big square and cut it up into 100 pieces, that's going to be each of these little tiny squares. So each of these little squares represents 1/100th of the whole. So in this case, we have 5 of them. So we're going to color in 5 of them. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if we were to go back, you would notice if you counted each small square that we just colored in, there's 10 here, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we have colored in 25 hundredths of the whole. Okay, now we're going to color in our 87 hundredths. Let's do that this color. Okay, so we have an 8 in the tenths place, which means we need to color in 8 columns. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've now colored in 8 tenths. Now we need to color in 7 hundredths. Well, I've got some blank ones over here, so I'm going to go ahead and color those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to move on over here. 6, 7. Now, if you were to go back and count them, which I'm not going to do, you would have 87 hundredths colored in purple. So now, if we add them together, what do we get? Well, if you look, we've colored in this entire 1. So that's a 1 in the ones place. We've got 1 whole column, and each column is worth a tenth. So put your decimal point in. We've got 1 tenth and 2 hundredths. 2 in the hundredths place. So let's go ahead and check our work. If we were to line up our decimals, and add, 5 plus 7 is 12, 8 plus 2 is 10, plus another 1 is 11. decimal falls down the rabbit hole. We got the exact same answer. Ta-da!